What's up, guys? David Land here, bringing you another NASCAR Heat Evolution video. This is our Monday video of my new test of an upload schedule. Saturday was Sonoma, and Monday, of course, you're watching now, is Daytona. So, before we head there, I'm going to make an engine shop investment. I've got 167 grand in the bank after a 7th place at Sonoma, which helped us with some money. So let's see, let's invest in an engine shop, and then let's see if we can make any other upgrade. No, we can't. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. Can we even? No. Well, we just sunk 100,000 into an engine shop. Well, we are going to need to make a lot more money before we get to an engine shop. So let's get to Daytona, get qualified, and see if we can start earning some of our money back. Alright. Well, that was a huge burnout. We head out for qualifying at Daytona. This is, of course, post-patch. We did have a patch which fixed the plate racing gear ratios. So it actually makes a little more sense what's going on with the speed, as you can see. So this is the first time we've returned to Daytona since the Daytona 500, which was not all that great for me. As we head down the back straightaway, single car qualifying is pretty dry here, so I will come back when we are on our qualifying lap. I forgot my old plate race strategy of running in the hood view to try to just get the line absolutely perfect. Maybe I should have done this for Sonoma, I'm just thinking. Maybe I wouldn't have been so slidey. But only 185. We're definitely not going terribly quick. Well, I just hit the apron, and that probably just killed the lap anyway. I'm right next to the yellow line, down the back straightaway. Takes forever to get down this back straightaway as I jink and jank down the back straight into turn number 3, and we're coming around turn number 4. I bet this will be a 40th place, I would imagine. We'll just have to see. Our plate race program is not very good. And 40th. What do you know?
This is Rick Allen for NBC Sports. Tonight we're live from Daytona International Speedway for the Coke Zero 400 powered by Coca-Cola. It's a warm, muggy 4th of July weekend, but the skies are clear and we're ready to kick off the second half of the season. Tonight we go 160 laps under the lights. NASCAR on NBC is next. We'll take it from here.
That was a nice touch. We're on NBC Sports now. I feel so legit now. That like totally reinvigorated my interest. Just that little bit of atmosphere. As I run into a retired old man, or a guy who's becoming a retired old man, very shortly. Well, I just lost time. Hope I don't lose too much of the draft here. Come on, Ellis, help me out here. I got a draft with somebody. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get back up there. And waiting. Waiting. There we go. There we go. The draft is working, but they're like 4 wide. So there's not a lot of places to go. Can we run that high line? I don't really trust it. I didn't trust it at Talladega.
Stay low.
Is this a space? Said Pastor Maldonado. Okay, that works. We'll ride that yellow line, the yellow line of disaster.
Stay low.
Whoops.
Still there.
Michael Annette, threat. Okay, I guess we'll run behind him. Do a little bit of bump drafting, which doesn't work in this game. Oh, that was close. That was really close. That was too close.
Still there.
Pack isn't spreading out too much, as much as it usually does.
All clear.
So that's kind of encouraging to see. Running that high line again. That was bit of a risky move, if I do say so myself. But we're actually drafting really effectively. Of course, you guys realize that I've made a lot of aerodynamic adjustments to this car since the last time we were on a plate track, which was Talladega weeks ago.
Still there.
So obviously those upgrades seem to be working, despite the fact that our power isn't very good to
Hold your line. Clear low.
to get the
All clear.
effective qualifying. Car sucks up real good.
Still there.
Which makes it a good race car, just not a good qualifying car. Wouldn't that be fun, though? This is one of the things I kind of want in the sequel, is the fact that you actually have to qualify, like you don't have a charter
Still there.
in the first season of your career mode.
Stay high.
So like you have to qualify on pace, and you might actually miss a race. I know the casuals wouldn't like that, but
Clear low.
it could be like NASCAR Racing 2003, or I think Dirt to Daytona had that feature too, where there were more cars showed up that then could actually make the race, so you could actually miss the race. That would be nice. So aren't running the draft here. Who is this? David Reagan. Oh wow, that's one of the DLC schemes.
Clear low.
Kind of cool to see. Now you don't see a lot of the DLC schemes in my Let's Play because, frankly, I'm not going to pay $5 to $15 for paint schemes. I mean, come on.
Car low.
Give us a little something. You know, I would pay for if they did like an Xfinity Series track pack or something like that included Mid-Ohio and Road America and Most Sport and what else is there? There's another oval that they go that Gateway, yeah, Gateway. Yeah, like if there was a track pack like with Road America, Gateway, Mid-Ohio, and Most Sport.
Stay high.
I mean, you don't even have to include the series that they race on, but just include the tracks so we could race on them online or in quick race. That would be fun. A track pack I would pay for. Paint schemes I would not. That's just my little suggestion.
Still there.
Because it actually, like, I would promote the heck out of that. Like, and I think most of the people who play this game would promote that. I mean, how many people make videos like, ooh, here's the new paint scheme pack out? Does that really, do paint schemes really sell well? I suppose some people buy them. But, you know, it's like the YouTubers would actually show, like, be like, oh wow, look at this. You know, and you would actually get some press too. People would actually be like, whoa, you can race at Mid-Ohio now with Sprint Cup cars in NASCAR Heat Evolution. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't everybody be excited about that? Wouldn't that be something that might drive some sales even? I mean, it's not like people are like, oh wow, you know, the Pro Services car. Oh, they brought the Lowe's Pro Services car as DLC. Or the paint scheme, the Lowe's Pro Services DLC paint scheme. Wow, I'm going to go out and buy NASCAR Heat Evolution now. Oh wait, I can just pirate NR 2003 and download that scheme for free. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, there's my paint scheme rant as we run around in the pack here at Daytona. Doing pretty well, actually. Kind of surprised.
Still there.
Must be that pack racing I was doing in IndyCar 2005. That's what I'm blaming it on. Because this seems tame once you run IndyCars in a 230-mile-an-hour pack at Texas. I mean, this is like, you know, 180 at a 2.5 mile oval. Yeah, it's fine. He's okay.
Still there.
But this is really going well. I'm actually kind of surprised. I was not expecting
You're all
Dega, or not Dega, but Daytona to be a race where I felt comfortable and the car was handling well. And actually able to make some overtaking moves. Kind of fun, even though they were 4 wide. Blaney just scraped off the wall. That was a bit wild. Let's see if we can get this draft here. Try to anyway. There we go. There we go. Oops, 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 oops. Oop, tried to take a little too much of the apex there. Somebody's going fairly slow because somebody keeps scraping off the wall at the top. It was Blaney that lap, and it was maybe McDowell, I want to say. Oh boy, oh boy. Boy, howdy, they're going to wreck at some point. They're really going at it. I'd love to get up there and race with them. Come on, come on. Draft. Draft up, car. What did I make all those investments for if you're not going to draft well? There we go. There we go. I think that's going to help. I think I'm going to get in a nice, good draft here. A nice, strong draft. A genuine draft. By the way, weren't there supposed to be beer paint schemes in this game? Are they going to make us pay for those too? Because that would be really terrible. Alright, here we go. Running behind Blaney. Really good draft here. It was McDowell.
Still there?
I don't really have anywhere to go though. So just kind of hang out in the pack here for a little while.
Still there?
Oh, I guess we'll run into the back of Blaney. Get a draft off at Elliott here.
Stay low.
I think that'll help us suck up down the back straightaway. Come on. Where is all that aerodynamic investment going?
Still there?
I feel like I'm IndyCar. Oh, we got a new aero kit. It's going to solve everything. And then it doesn't really change anything. But everybody complains about it anyway. There are cars already in the pits.
Still there? That was a great lap.
What is going on? It's only 10. We're only 10 laps down in the race. Surely the fuel is not going away that quickly.
Still there?
All right, come on, Blaney. All right, 3 wide. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Okie dokie.
Hold your line.
No, it won't. 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 Thank goodness for yellow flags. We'll pit, and Danica Arca braked us under yellow. That was the most realistic thing I've ever seen. And Trevor Bayne did it too. So realistic. Now Brian Scott's gonna hit me, right? Okay, whatever. All right, let's pit. Okay, I think the entire field came into the pits on that one. We are 33rd, so we're in the Indy 500. We are back to racing here at Daytona. In third. I'm still going on about the gears because I just got off a road course race. Shifting is barely matters at a plate track. Just really kind of on the restarts. Really, actually, the only time shifting matters on a plate track is during qualifying, because you got to get up through the gears properly to build adequate momentum. Or at least that's what Darrell Waltrip says, and I'm not sure if I should take anything he says to heart, but whatever. Alright, let's run behind Trevor Bayne. Yeah, but is there going to be a way to get around Trevor Bayne, I wonder? Now, there's a space down there, but there's no drafting. Well, thank you, David Reagan. I appreciate that. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Now, if I could just pass you as well. Thanks for the help. Now I'm going to pass you. Which we do. Actually, I will say they improved the plate racing. This is a little bit more like it is. And keep in mind, I said a little bit. That was close. That was a really close one. I was like, the blowover challenge at Daytona is not happening yet. I don't want to be the guinea pig for that one. And slide to the inside of Miss Patrick. There we go. That was a little too close. 25 to go. We're already well more than halfway done with this race. Going by very quick. Are we even going to need to pit again? Yes, we will. It's going to be one of those splash and dash situations. And a yellow. So I will pit based on strategery. Okay, so my strategic call puts me in 29th position. Should not have to pit again. So let's do this. Let's get up through the gears here. Let's move to the outside. Usually this doesn't go well when I start to get a little bit confident on these tracks. But we'll see how it happens here. Oh, gotta stay ahead of Boyer here. Ugh. Oh, why are they going so slow? Why did they go so slow? You probably heard my car just go because they just all stopped. And since bump drafting isn't a thing in this game, the car just decided, oh no, I'm not gonna go. Oh, hello, Kurt Busch. What is going on? Oh my goodness. Car is on side. Car is on side.
There's a wreck in.
You've got to be kidding me, right? Really? This is something that we would bring out a yellow for. You've got to be joking, right?
There's trouble in third four.
That's just rubbing it in. It really is just rubbing it in. Well, I'll just let that speak for itself, folks. Just let that speak for itself. So you may notice I made a little bit of a fuel miscalculation. I only have 9 laps left of fuel, and there are 17 laps to go in the race. Yeah. So I'm going to have to do a splash and dash. Not really sure what I was thinking. I don't even remember if I filled up the car on the last stop. I may have done a splash and dash, but who knows. I'm catching the pack because rubber banding, AI, are always fun. This is one of the few times I'm thankful for it because the game is actually rewarding me for screwing me by not throwing a yellow when there was a car completely parked on the banking in the racing line and unable to go because it was the rear wheels were jacked up off the ground. But yeah, you know, forget safety. Forget the fact that NASCAR throws the yellows for plastic cups these days. But whatever. I'm not salty. And now we are moving up on a very 1979 looking race at Daytona where the cars all spread out. Not a bad thing. I kind of wish this was the way the racing was at Daytona anyway. But whatever. Around the outside of Scott and Jones. Catching up to De Benedetto. Running his draft a little bit. Start flying through these guys.
Still there.
I almost flew into the catch fence there. Thankfully, didn't lose the rear end of the car, or my rear end, into the catch fence. Here we go. Come on. Back up to 33rd where we restarted, which seems like eons ago. Probably doesn't seem like eons to you because I caught a significant amount of laps where I was just running around catching up to the field. But we're coming around. A lot of cars here. They scraped off of Castle. You may have noticed some stuff coming off the cars when went by them. That was what we call trading paint.
Still there. All clear.
Underneath Larson.
All clear.
I'll tell you, I am flat flying right now. I'll tell you what. And 186. Regan Smith, that's not even for position. That's kind of annoying. Whatever.
Still there.
Go around him. Bobby Labonte is for position.
Clear low.
Come on. Draft up. And around him we go. Come on, come on, come on.
Still there.
Come on. Come on. Whoops. Whoops.
Still there.
Yeah, why not? Just a little beating and banging. Just a little. I swear the estimated fuel, I was about to say, it's been saying 6 laps for about 10 laps. Am I saving fuel? At Daytona? Is this the real life? Well, it looks like maybe the field is sped up again. I guess it's determined that I'm supposed to be in 21st place. Because now I can't catch Busher. As we're coming up to 5 laps remaining on my fuel. So that means it's going to be a very long-winded pit stop for splash and dash. Well, no, well, there's a ton of cars pitting. Well, that's going to make things a bit more interesting. I'm not sure how I'm stretching the fuel farther than they are, but I'm starting to wish I had equipped the lead a lap sponsor. So I didn't do it because I wasn't confident enough in myself to actually lead a lap at a plate track. But that may well be what happens. We got 4 laps left on the fuel. We got Regan Smith running in behind us, who again is a lapped car, several laps down as far as I know. He was involved, in fact, involved in the accident that parked me on the banking.
Carlos.
So we'll let him on by. No reason to fight with him. In fact, I can pull in behind him, hopefully. There we go. We'll work with Tony Stewart and Regan Smith here. As there are still cars staying out. So I don't know what's going on. They're all coming out of the pits. Wow, they're all coming out of the pits right onto the racetrack. That'll probably go well. Went exactly as I expected it to.
Yellow's out.
And that was advantageous. Really advantageous. Alright, we're restarting in 14th. I'm kind of surprised that this worked out this way, but here we go.
There's a green flag.
Racing is back on. 11 laps of fuel, 7 to go.
Car high.
Now we just gotta hope that there isn't a green-white checker. That would really start to cause some problems.
Car high.
But I'm starting to get up on the wheel here now because I'm kind of realizing that we've actually got a shot at this. Strange as it sounds.
Still there.
Front of the field starts to pull away a little bit. Gonna need a drafting partner here. Get up behind Carl Edwards.
Still there.
Looks like Kyle is going to go around the outside here. Maybe.
Car high.
He's flying. But he pulls in front of me for just a split second.
Still there.
Would have really appreciated that draft there, Kyle. It doesn't matter. Back behind Almirola here. Well, into the wall.
Carlos.
Kurt Busch again. And it's the big one. And it's yellow. Thank goodness. And we're going green-white checker racing. I went into the pits, repaired the car.
Get set.
So, here we go. For my sponsor money, I need 15th.
Here you go.
Aspen Dental, I think, is 20th. Those are the 2 sponsors I have on the car. So I need to gain 20 positions
Still there.
in 2 laps on a plate track.
Hold your line.
So I'm going to really need to see the air here. If anyone gets that joke.
Hold your line.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, 4 wide, whatever. It's Leroy Jenkins time.
Hold your line.
4 wide. Yep, that's happening. That is happening. That's actually happening.
Hold your line.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Clear high.
Kind of surprised that worked. Okay, where are we? 31st? Okay.
Still there.
Time to go. It's go time.
Stay high. Still there.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Ah, McDowell ran me into the wall. Now I'm fighting with Busher. Well, he's off the pace. Draft with him. Problem is the field's spread out before I could really get there. Now I'm going around the outside. Gonna try to get around a net. The threat. It's not gonna happen. Bloody 32nd place. Okay, so a 32nd place finish. Terrible. Harvick won. Hamlin was second. Thankfully, we've only got one more of these plate tracks to do this season. But of course, one of them comes in the chase, and it's an elimination race. So even if I do get a win, I'll probably get eliminated there. So $5 grand for Moog. Didn't make any of my sponsorship commitments, which absolutely blows. Let's see what the point standings look like. 288. Lost 2 positions. Wonderful. So let's head back to the shop and see if there's anything else to take a look at. Alright, from Daytona we move on to Kentucky for the first time for the Quaker State 400. The winner takes 32 grand. So, we hope to see you there. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been David Land on YouTube, and we'll see you in the next video.